Everything's alright. Close your eyes, let the world fade. Feel the rhythm of a soothing serenade. Soft ocean waves, melodies so light, drifting us away. Everything's alright. Close your eyes, let the world fade.